sick.
Welcome to the Journey Podcast, the number one podcast in the country. And I'm your host, Manzimbai. But when you're tangere, man.
Proceed.
Oh my God, my beautiful people, welcome again to the Journey Podcast, the number one podcast in the country. My name is Manzimbai and I'm your host. You know, I'm so excited, guys, to be back here on the microphone in the Journey space. And today I have a sister of mine in the house. You know, what's Christiane Bukuru, aka Boukuru. Yo, I'm so excited to have you here. Welcome.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. Anyone who's listening, hello.
How are you?
I'm alright. Life is good. It's amazing to be me.
Nice. Oh, so glad
in
to
this
hear.
right moment.
Nice.
Specifically, but yeah.
I see your energy. And
Feel it.
yeah, I feel it. Nice.
Download. Yeah.
You know, many people actually know you as a singer, songwriter, you know, as a performing artist, unless I don't know other things that you do, because you're a very multi-talented woman that I respect.
Thank you. I am an artist. I can sing, I can write songs. I do that. I can and I do. And I'm a fashion enthusiast. I could be your next wardrobe designer.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Let's
Hire me and let's see. Let's do an essay before.
Yeah.
And I can draw, maybe not as much as many artists out here in Rwanda, as much talented. But yeah, I can do a lot of things, Sha.
Nice. Oh, exciting. I'm so excited to begin this journey with you. You know, this is the Journey Podcast and I want to get to know your journey. Like, Christiane Bukuru, like, how did you actually decide to jump into music? Was it something that you grew up doing or?
Yeah. Well, being an artist, I think you just it's not wake up. It's like you grow up doing what you're doing. You just don't know that you're doing it. Like you're singing for the guests at home. They're inviting you at school to sing in the, talent shows. You're doing that. You're not doing it for money. You're not doing it for, it's just you, it's a way of life. So it's not like I would say like, is it something I grew up doing? Yeah, I think it was just part of my life. Like for all I know, I guess. Yeah. And then eventually after finishing high school, of course, things just change. Some people are going to the universities, others are going abroad, others are just, dropping out of school to take care of their families and stuff. And for me, I went for my university, of course, but eventually I joined Art Rwanda. Yeah, I think you know about it. Do you know about it?
About?
The Art Rwanda ubuhanzi national competition.
I know about it. Yeah. How did you join it? Like, I want to know everything.
Actually, it's oh my God. When I remember it, I think it's just God. Forgive me. It's not forgiving. Jesus, should I apologize for that? Because I believe in God, and some people do not relate to it as much. But I'm just gonna be me, my journey, my story.
God is the greatest,
right? Yeah. So I feel like it's God who just wanted things to go that way. I heard about Art Rwanda ubuhanzi, and it was a national competition. It was the wave, Yes. It's something organized by Imbuto Foundation. It's big. It's boom, everybody knows about it. And they're telling me, Christiane, why don't you just go for this competition? It's big. People, there's too much money, because I think the prizes were kind of promising more than the most.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, this is another competition that is going to promise things and it's not going to do them, But in my mind, I'm keeping, this little hope that it's, it's a national competition. So,
why
I
not?
mean, it's bigger than others, And then I was actually going to miss the day it happened in Kigali, because it was happening in all districts of Rwanda, in all in our
provinces.
English, guys, English.
English, not our mother language.
And then I was going to miss it. And and then I joined at 3, and the competition was supposed to end at 6.
Okay.
No more entries. Christiane, I made it at 6, and then that's how I just made it through the crowd. I went and sang, and then, it went on for days. I was among the finalists. When people see you, doors start to open. It's crazy. I was just, one of the luckiest people.
And how was the whole experience for you?
Well, it's it's the thrill to win, but it's the nervosity, the anxiety. Like, people are watching, but do they like me as much? Am I that? You feel the imposter syndrome. You're like, maybe I'm not qualified. Maybe I'm here because people like my vibe. They don't like me. I'm not that good.
Why all those? That was the first competition?
I feel like it's like, it wasn't. I'm a very competitive person, but yet still really bad at self-validation. I'm not good at telling myself, which I'm learning, myself that I'm actually enough. I can do good.
Enough. You are amazing. You are Christiane Bukuru. Come on.
Hello. I'm learning that. I'm learning to self-validate before I wait for anybody else to do that.
True say. Respect.
So I feel like maybe that search for validation just made me want to compete every time, and still, that void never gets. It's like, I don't know if anybody out there feels like me, but sometimes you just need people telling you, you look amazing, you sound amazing,
Of course, we all need that. But it should start from you, because when it comes from other people, sometimes it doesn't fill that void that you want. Yes.
It doesn't feel you.
Like, you have to love yourself,
before anybody else. Yeah. So it's coming though.
Bless. I
can't wait for that. Yeah.
So now you come from ubuhanzi, the whole experience after winning. How are you feeling? How is the journey? How did it go?
Well, it wasn't easy. So we finished the competition. It went on for like 2 months straight. Yes, finished in December 2018. And then I meet these people. For me, what I'm performing, they're songs from, Aretha, these big personalities in art, in music. And I'm just covering them every time. And they're like, but Christiane, why can't you just like perform your own song? And I was like, I don't think I sound that great. I don't think I can perform a song of mine. I just felt like it's not for me to sing my own originals. And for some reason, I just hadn't written anything yet. And I was like, ooh, like, eek, I can't perform that. But then I meet Makembe. You know Makembe. Yes. I think you've met Makembe.
Big up to Makembe.
I know. He's so much into originality and uniqueness. Like, be you, boo. People are going to love you for you. Because we already have an Alicia Keys. We already have Ariana. We already have these people already. We need Christiane Bukuru on the, on the floor. Like, And then I was like, you know what? Yeah. I mean, it's not like I'm just going to continue covering people. At the end of the day, I want to have a career eventually. Before, I used to do it for fun. They invite me for weddings. I could sing for a friend. I could sing for a birthday. But it's not as fulfilling when you're doing your own work and then getting rewarded eventually right after. Because of your work, your sweat, your originality, your things, you're sharing yourself, you're expressing your story. It's oh God, it feels amazing. Yes. But I didn't know it back then, and this was just exhausting. Now it's exhausting now, but then I just didn't know. When you haven't tried, you just don't know. I feel like I'm talking too much.
No.
But yeah,
I'm enjoying.
Yeah. So after then, I was inspired. I was like, Christiane, make a song of yours. But I hadn't had that opportunity, that thing that pushes me, Christiane, go on and do it.
Yeah.
So here comes Iwacu Muzika Festival. It's in the COVID period. Everybody's at home. and they invite us to perform on Iwacu Muzika Festival. It's a big stage. It's something that goes in national TV.
Yeah.
I was like,
things are happening.
have you died before? Before actual death. Oh my God, it was scary. They tell me, Christiane, it's national TV. How good would you kuririmba like Kayirebwa song? You're not going to sing anybody else.
It's your own
anybody
songs.
Else's song. Yeah, you have to sing your own original. I was like, I don't have any original. Oh God! So we were like 2 people, and then there's gonna be another big artist that is going to sing.
Yeah.
So like we were like opening the stage for that person.
Yeah.
So that day we were supposed to open for Israel Mbonyi, you know, the gospel singer.
Yes.
And then I was like, okay, what could I sing? And that day, so we had rehearsals like 2 days before, like even I think it's 1 week before. And then they tell us you should come and rehearse your own song. I wrote that same day. It's like 1 hour, you know? Like I wrote a song right then. My first original, actually, it's called Indamu. It's online. You can search for it. And then I'm going to perform it online. Oh my God, live on TV.
So how did you manage like
The stage.
writing the song and going to record it?
For some reason, it was like really easy to write my song. My first song, it was easy. It was because it was inspired by a story. My friends called it stupid, but yeah, it was easy. It was like 1 hour. I can remember it. It was 1 hour. Usually, I don't know about other creatives. Some people it takes them days and stuff. Some other people it takes them less or longer. But for me, it took me only 1 hour. I don't quite understand how it happened, but I just did. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gifted. I could do more of this.
See.
Yeah. And then, of course, the first stage is always scary. You suck. People don't want to watch you. I feel like I don't want to watch myself then, you know?
How did you feel like when you were on stage performing?
Well, I'm a naturally scared person. Oh my God, if I had to choose a character like in the music industry, I would most likely choose to be Sia. Because Sia is like, you know what, you're gonna hear me, you can listen to me, you're not going to see me. I want to be that person. Always behind the curtains. But you know, we had to be there, you know. And it's not like I had been used to a stage like that. Stages are bigger. Sometimes you meet stages, you're like, God, I don't even know how to be here. Like, whoever saw me and wants me to be here, thank you. I appreciate you, but I don't know. I don't deserve to be here. But it was too big. But it was like scary most of the time. But it was opening a door.
Of
course. I was seeing things.
And you were also growing without even you realizing that.
Exactly.
You know? It's always like that.
Exactly. And you're
growth hurts. Hey. It's all
you look
like
back,
that.
Manzi. You look back, and I'm like, oh my God, cringe. It's just not like, oh God, it wasn't good then, but I can see like it was a step, and then you know it builds up. I do Iwacu Muzika Festival. Sami Kamanzi, you know him?
Yes.
He approaches me in 2020, I guess. I don't quite remember. Don't quite remember. So he texts me on Instagram. He was like, Christiane, we're looking for up and coming artists that are willing to perform on this platform. We want to see them grow. We want things that we haven't seen before. I don't know if you know about Simbizi Vibes.
I think that's how I crossed your path.
Yeah, I think that's
Vibe.
I feel like Simbizi Vibes opened more doors for me. Goodness of God. I don't know.
Yeah, like
we are grateful to the management, honestly.
Rest in peace, Giorgio, you know, our friend, and much love to his family and everything he did for the scene, you know.
I still love him, honestly. I feel
really
like
great man.
Wherever he is, Giorgio, I'm like really grateful. Then Judo, then Joel Cotin, then Samuel Kamanzi, then everybody else involved, Samuel Kamanzi. So he approaches me. He was like, Christiane, we are doing this thing. It's not a lot of money, but come through. I was like, how did you see me? Like, I would beg. I would literally beg for you to see me. I would beg for this attention, for you to come at me and tells me, Christiane, I'm not sure if you would accept this offer, but I mean, come through. I was like, thank you. I was more than grateful. And then we organized. It was in COVID situation. We don't have audience. You come, you sing. We have a platform for you. You come, you sing.
Yeah.
You have 30 minutes or 15 minutes because I sang 3 songs, introduced them. It was like a 20 to 25 minutes session. And then no audience, just the camera and you. And the people, technical team, of course. And then there. Oh my God. From there I met everybody that I know now, and I'm super grateful. Because we used to meet at George's house for performances, for an evening of art.
Amazing vibes, chilling around the fire, singing, good
that.
Food, good people.
Good food.
Good food.
You know, shout out to Annie, honestly.
Oh, Annie, she's the best.
Hi, we love
Respect.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's amazing. She's just an amazing mother. And then from there, I met many other creatives. And people are very inspiring. You know, Cedric Mizero, Biruzima. Oh my God, I love you.
Everybody was there. Like
everybody was there. And there are these people who are inspiring you to create, you know?
See?
It's not about, hey, Christiane, you have a beautiful voice. No. It's about originality. It's about expressing who you are on a bigger level. And not just no mediocrity. Like, if you're giving it, you're giving it all. No halfway. Of course, there's going to be some learning, but then you have to be willing to learn. And I am doing that, like, day by day. It's an amazing, honestly. I feel like my journey is at its start point, but it's hitting waves, you know?
We like to hear that. We like to hear that. You know, Christiane Bukuru. Now I'm very curious, like, you know, from Georgia we meet, you know, now I see you everywhere, like
everywhere
events. I see you with the first lady, you know, I'm like, wow, are we still friends or what?
Yes we are.
We are.
So we are. This guy travels to Brazil to dance.
Amiga.
I mean, I don't know if he should be the one asking me that.
No, we're still friends, right? Still friends, right?
Yeah, we are.
So, Kwaji.
Anyway, so okay, as I told you, like, when you're on national TV and you've sung in front of big people, some eyes see you. And I love the fact that for me, they were the right eyes, honestly. I know some people, especially women, they meet people who want to take advantage of them more than invest in them. For me, honestly, I feel like it's God. For me.
Got it.
Honestly, I met only the right people.
Yeah.
I feel like I haven't met someone who wants to just take advantage of me. If they have, revise.
Got it.
Yeah. Anyways, I felt used in the most beautiful way ever. Like, every stage, if I was not paid good money, I was paid in kind. And I'll explain how. The network you gain from performing good in a wedding is crazy. If you do it like wholeheartedly, and I would inspire anybody out there, if you're doing it wholeheartedly, like you're not giving it halfway, as I said, you're not giving it halfway, you're most likely going to attract the right eye. They're going to see you, they'll be like, okay, Christiane, we want you in a wedding, well, we will pay you this much, and then you negotiate from there. We want you in a gala dinner. Like, I feel like, okay, because I worked with Imbuto Foundation in that art Rwanda ubuhanzi, I got to perform a lot with the big people. How do we say chilling with the big? chilling with the
boys,
big boys.
You wanna chill the big boys?
I have been.
You've been chilling with the big boys.
And I don't want this to stop. I don't want this to. If you're a big boy and you wanna chill with me, I am down. I've just been like, honestly. So they call me for gala dinners, evening ceremonies. I think we've seen each other at Swedish residence.
Oh yeah. That was a good time. Yeah,
I know. Yeah. And I mean, EU concert, European Union concert, a peace concert.
And you were recently in the Kwita Izina Gala, you know, like
yeah,
with legends. I see you, like girl, you're going
okay,
places.
I have to tell you about this story.
Tell us.
So everybody knows Eric Sol. Eric Sol, hi. If you're listening to this, mwah.
Big shout out.
Honestly, I respect you a lot. So this guy we met in a movie screening, and I'm like, I go to say hi to him because, well, I know he works with a lot of musicians, you know, artists, and I'm like, hi Eric, how are you? I've heard so much of you. Please, if you are anything that would interest me, Christiane as an artist, Boukuru as an artist, call me, text me. I am down. This is my Instagram. These are my songs. This is where I perform that. Like, these are the things. This is me. Like, I'm down anytime. And he's like, okay, all right. I mean, yeah, I have all these things going on every time. And I was like, okay, if you're not just saying for sing it. You know, there are people who tell you, okay, I'm gonna kukuichiza. Like, bye. Like,
bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia. Like, we're good. Bye. But he was really, honestly, I feel like I'm really grateful to him because he was honest about it. And he followed up. So Kwita Izina comes. There are these people performing, you know, Kwita Izina is a national.
It's big.
Yeah, it's big.
Yeah.
And then they had invited Youssou N'Dour. So there's a gala dinner. There's a gala dinner performance, and then there's a Kwita Izina event performances that are happening. So every person who had performed, I guess, they were guys. All of them actually. It's not, I guess. I don't know if you've seen them.
Yes.
Have you been? You went there? Did you go?
No.
You didn't.
But I've seen.
But you've seen pictures. Like most of the performers, all of the performers were guys, except for the people who were like among the play. Yeah, but they are most guys. And then I think Eric managed to find us a spot, me and Anderson.
Also.
No, Anderson. Aline-san, elle était là.
Yeah,
I think I remember. Yeah, she was in Musanze. So for us, we performed in the gala dinner. So those happened in Musanze. The gala dinner was in Kigali. Yeah, it was like two different or three events. They're like, okay, we need some, you know, progesterone. There was too much testosterone
In the house.
I'm not sure if you'll understand biology, but search. And then he just found us. He found us a spot, me and Anderson, for the gala dinner. But do you know, performing for those people at night, they're just sitting. All of them are sitting there. They're watching you. It's like, if you do anything wrong,
all eyes on you.
Yeah, they're going to remember because they're sitting. You know, you could be singing in a crowd of people who are mingling. If you do a mistake, they'll likely, you know, oversee it. It won't be, you know, us shouting. But when everybody's sitting, eating, and watching you, oh my God, you yourself, you're expecting the worst to happen. Like me, myself, I'm always expecting the worst. God,
I
it
think
needs
that's
to
the
stop.
passion you have, you know. It's
I don't know.
passion you have because you want to give your best to
Yeah,
people.
and then and sometimes it's like whatever you're doing is not enough. But honestly, I was one of the luckiest people to ever be given a good stage because, you know, you're opening for this person. Youssou, oh my God, Youssou.
Legend. Living legend,
man.
Yeah.
He was, Lord.
Did you have a chance to like interact with him?
No. So he had a flight to catch the same night. We didn't, but you know, if I'm opening a stage for him today, who knows? Yeah. who knows, in the future, maybe meeting in other festivals.
Inshallah. So, tell me, then you told me, because earlier behind the scene, you just told me how you were feeling, you know, and I want people to know, like, your feeling on that stage, knowing you're in front of the president of Rwanda, you know, like so everybody, like everyone, like you're in front of big people.
Yeah. So, okay, cool. You're on that stage, but you're not feeling yourself. Honestly, when you're there, you're not feeling your feet, you're not feeling your breath. You do not remember your name. Like if there was someone to come and ask you, Christiane, Witwa Guti. Oh my God. I would have forgotten Kinyarwanda, English, every language that I have ever come across to. Because you just don't know what you're doing. But then you're off and people clap. Oh my God.
But then, like, I want to know, like,
how
was your adrenaline? Like,
it's out of the line. Like you don't even know. You cannot measure the fear, the anxiety, the excitement. You're just
everything
happy.
Was just mixed.
Like it's a mixture of feelings that are good, that are bad, mostly bad. But you're there. You're like, you know what? I gotta do this and finish this. So you go, you give what you have to give. Sometimes it's not as perfect as you want because, you know, there's fear. You know, there's everything. And also the sound, you have to consider everything.
I think you can be hard on yourself.
Could be really bad. Yeah, but it's coming. Honestly, I feel like it's because I don't do it as often. Because I don't know if everybody knows. But yeah, I'm going to tell you, I do not only do artistry.
Yeah,
I work for a corporate agency here in Rwanda. But I have to, so like it's not like I do music fully, which will come eventually. Yeah, it's hard to be an artist. Yeah, it's hard to be an artist in Rwanda if you're not. I'm not sure about everybody because Manzi loves it.
No, continue, girl. Continue. It's your story. Hey.
For me, with the life that I want to live, with the standards that I want to be at, life that I want to be at, they're not too fancy, but whatever level they're on, I can't sustain them with just singing for the moment. It's gonna come. I'm pretty sure it's gonna come, but it's a process, and I don't see it happening any time soon. But eventually. So I do other work. So I don't have enough time to invest in music.
Yeah.
But so that nervosity, you're like there, you're not doing enough to invest in yourself so that you be able to give exactly the full, I don't know, quality product, you know.
Do you feel like that limits you to have a part job and be an artist?
For sure. And I think sometimes I'm gonna quit, but not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, I'm still scared of that fact. Honestly, if I'm being really transparent. Maybe when I'm at a level that I see that I can earn as much through music, I'm going to quit.
Well said. Like, it's your process and you have to feel it, you know, at the right moment and the right time, you know. Yeah.
I feel like everybody is ready at their own level. You cannot push anyone to do anything.
See.
Especially artists. They move with the vibe. If it feels right, it's right. If it doesn't, it just doesn't. At least for me, I feel like for now, I'm just starting. Honestly, if I had to say when exactly did I start doing music professionally, I would say 2019 plus, you know. And this is like 2-3 years back. I'm still like a baby.
But Christiane, I have this like curious question. Like I see you a lot singing Cecile Kayirebwa's song, you know, and I wonder, is she your inspiration? Like, or one of your inspiration?
She's a woman I love. Yeah. She is an inspiration because she gave a face of Rwanda to the world. Honestly, I feel like, God, her music is just original. She didn't give it halfway. I loved it. Oh God, I don't know. I wish she was here and I'll tell everything that I feel. Sometimes I hear her music and I'm like, how do you even come up with such a composition? Because first off, I don't have that Kinyarwanda. Cecile Kayirebwa, I would say she's just an artist, a full artist. I think she started her thing, she owned it, she became it. She became, that person we see.
So did you listen to her when you were young?
I do. No. I hated Kinyarandan songs. Oh my God. I really hated... No. I hated Gakondo to the core. Every time mom said, let's watch Gitaramo, it's like late, Satatu. I was like, Speeches, too political for me. I just hated it. And then eventually, I don't know if it's me, the cultural... I don't know. When you grow, you just give value to things you least respected in the old times. I'm not sure about you if you still remember your young life. Yeah. But growing up, I really hated Gakondo. And now it's an obsession for me. But I feel like she gave Rwanda some face, out in the artistry.
No, definitely. Iconic.
So I feel like it's not only an inspiration, it's someone I really want to be like, but also not exactly becoming like her. It's me adding, my thing, my touch, in the art world. I don't know how can I say.
No, I feel you. Originality, as you said,
Yeah. But be Christiane, be Bukuru, sing like Boukuru, but also remember your roots, because we already have a lot of we already have one, how do we call him, Wizkid. We already have these Nigerian singers that are big, that are beating like Diamond,
so big,
they're already there. So doing exactly things that are like theirs, it's like, it's like one person that is in front of the line, and you just building it instead of starting your own line.
See, that's
like you already have that person who's in front, and you're following him. You're just like, okay, when does it end? Start another line. Be the leader of your own music. Be the person they're like, we want this kind of music. Who can we call? Hey, Boukuru, we know of a girl. She's dark-skinned. Out there in Rwanda, and she can do it.
Yeah.
She's the only person who's doing it. And we kind of like it.
Perry.
Look at Buravan. Buravan brought this fusion thing.
Oh. Like God, his last album,
R.I.P.
I remember when I listened to that album, and I don't remember who. I was with just a friend, and I was like, this guy just changed the game. Like his album was just so raw, so original, like this new, I don't know.
It's a new wave.
It's Rwanda, like the music, I could hear it and I was like, yeah. This guy, he just left us so young, and
so young, but you know what? He
achieved so much.
Me a lot. I feel like ever since I heard of his passing, R.I.P., I feel like things changed for me. Honestly, I'm not even kidding. It's not like everybody's saying, okay, cool thing, my life changed. I've just heard it. I'm like, you know what? I'm not sure I could pass tomorrow.
We're here for a time we don't even know
exactly. We are on a borrowed clock. So like you gotta do everything so that you die empty, because I feel like we're all dying, of course, eventually, but then what are you living? I want to be able to sing in heaven, which is where I will be in my afterlife. And I'd be like, I was here. I was there. I left a mark and I inspired some people, and some people were changed by my music. They were touched. They were blessed.
You can also sing for our podcast, you can sing for us.
Okay, 5 minutes.
Just
ending. I'll sing it later. Let all the questions pass first. But
nice.
But I feel like, I would be happy that my kids and the kids of my friends and the kids of Manzi will be able to listen to Boukuru, and they'll be like, Yeah, so Boukuru is a friend to Manzi. We're listening to her on the national TV, radio, BBC, I don't know, international competitions that are big there. BET making the charts.
Manifest it.
I mean, like, it would be nice to touch hearts. For me, my music.
You're already doing that.
I hope I am.
You are.
Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing a good job.
You are
for
doing
me,
it. You know, and all I can say, just keep inspiring, you know.
I hope I do.
All of us and everyone listening to us, you know, keep inspiring us.
I really hope I do.
You do.
Because every time when I'm writing a song, I'm thinking about anybody who's going to listen. For me, it depends on someone who's going. Is she going to relate to this? Is it like music of value? Is it going to be something you listen to when you feel a certain way? Like there's this song I wrote, We Notice That. Honestly, it was my story, but I really, really feel like it could be someone's story out there. You know, people who feel like pressured to do things they don't necessarily want to become. You know, it was just, it was like a cry. I don't know how I can respectfully say Kuyama, but it was like, leave me alone. You know, like. There are things that you want me to become. When you see me, as you'll be like, oh my God, I would like her to be this kind of person. But that person doesn't necessarily want that, because it's your opinion, it's your perspective. And whatever I'm becoming doesn't mean it's not good. It's just not your type of good. Or maybe it's a different type of good.
See?
Yeah. And I was like, we notice that. Like, don't pressure me. Don't wimbabaza ushaka kumba ikintu ntashaka kuba necessarily French.
Yes.
Like, yeah, you understand. So it was like, anybody who's listening to this, I hope they feel like they're not alone. They're not the only people to think that. And if there was a way to use this song as an expressive mode, then let them use it. They'd be like, okay, I want to say this, but there's no other way as to say it, to express it, except through this song. Then you go to we notice.
No, I like it because I feel like we all need to really develop self-love, and really try to understand what is actually self-love, and talk to ourselves nice, tell yourself, today, I look pretty, I feel good, I'm good, I love my music, all these kind of words, because honestly speaking, all these things, they really are effective, Sometimes I talk to myself so nice and I wake up, I have my tea, I look at the sunrise and just do my little stretch and I'm like, yeah, I'm ready for the day,
I want to be that person.
I try, not every day. Yeah. Some days I woke up on my really like bad side,
left side of the bed.
Yeah, I'm like feeling like shit and I'm like, whoa, I don't even want tea or anything or any coffee, I'm just demotivated, and every time I feel good, that's when I try actually to remind myself, oh, actually you have good days also, you have days where you are feeling good, so this should be just a reminder when you have bad days or shitty days to be like, oh, you also have good days, so don't forget that.
And then there are songs that express that,
See.
You'd be like, there's songs you don't listen to when you're not happy.
Of course.
There are songs that you listen to when you're feeling hyped,
See.
And there are songs that express the most what you're feeling.
Yeah.
I want to be that kind of person. The type of person you listen to when you're feeling a certain way. You're like, I have a song for this type of feeling. I have a song for this type of feeling. This song reminds me of a story. This song reminds, I have like, it's storytelling. It's emotional, expressive, emotionally expressive. It's like, it's a song of expression.
Ooh, now let's talk about your upcoming projects.
Because
earlier you just mentioned of an EP, so I want people to also know.
I do have an EP. People listen to me, honestly. I want to see my, what do we say? How do we call them? Monsieur, mesdames, messieurs, mesdames. Ndabyibagiwe me. But I'm thinking, I want to see my numbers rising on Spotify and Apple Music. I want to see people listening to this because it wasn't a song to just listen to it and pass. It's a song to relate to. It's a song to think about. Such and such.
See,
anyway,
we're
so
gonna
I have
leave your
an
handles
EP.
at the end of this, like in the description.
And I'm working on an album, maybe 7 songs that is going to be released, I think, start of next year. Because and I am organizing. I'm part of the team that is organizing a festival in Tanzania. Hi, what's good?
Tunawasikia. Tuambie.
Munyigishe Igiswahili, please. Anyways, I actually don't.
Oh, that's good. Then you're gonna take advantage and learn from there.
I can't learn in all these 5 days.
So what is this festival about? Like,
it's called Marafiki Music Festival. They do international live. They work with international live performers, singers. So they invited me. It's happening October. I don't know exactly the right date. I think it's 7th, if not 8th. It's still in the planning. But anybody who's gonna be in Tanzania, Dar es Salaam.
Yeah.
Pull up.
Pull up on her.
I like to see pictures and videos and be like, oh my god, this woman sounds nice. Yeah, I want that.
I love Dar es Salaam. I think you're gonna have a good time. I love Dar es Salaam.
Well, I hope I am.
I like it.
And I'm praying I'm gonna have a good time.
Definitely.
I really am. Because I think it's my first time. I did perform in a festival here in Kigali. I think I forgot to share about that. It's African Colors. It was the first international festival, I think, that happened in Rwanda. Yo, Raoul Rugamba, my God, I respect you a lot.
Respect.
And the team, actually, because I think even Judo worked on it. He mobilized all these big faces for just the creative industry to feel seen in Rwanda. And I honestly respect that. I love people who not only love music or the creative industry, they're actually ready to invest in it so that other people who feel creative will feel seen. They'll feel like they are of value and of use in the country, in their country of origin. Especially in Rwanda, where kids grow up knowing that being an artist is just, a hobby.
A hobby or not even taken as a job or something.
It's not as much respected.
Oh, and a really serious career, But things have started to change.
And I'm grateful to parents. They are woker than they were.
Right? If we compare 2000, I mean, now I'm just speaking through my experience, 2009, 2010.
What? That didn't even exist. We had who? We did have some people, KGB.
We were all here. We were here, Danny Beats were here, everybody was here. True, these guys, even these kids, Kenisha, that you see now rapping.
They were there.
These kids were so young, were still in high school, and I remember them recording music,
That's cool.
I've been around in this game that I've seen so many people, we were
He's
all
old,
young.
Guys. He's old.
I'm just an old soul, I'm actually young. I'm just an old soul.
The way he's referring to these people as kids,
don't
they're same age.
They're little brothers, but I'm not old. I'm not that really old.
I know, but what I'm saying is, honestly, I feel like parents, we always trying to complain or maybe throw shade and whatever. But parents are growing. They're growing to understand that it's actually something that you can do and be of value to the family, to yourself, and to the country.
Yeah.
So I really am grateful to everybody who's ready to invest, because I want people with that hunger to see Rwandan creative industry growing.
See.
We cannot continue being behind, I don't know how they call them, abantu basigaye inyuma.
Yeah. But I think with time I have really good feelings, because culture grows with time, you know, and we can't always look back and look people who are older than us and blame them. No, they grew up in a different way.
True.
Which we are growing also. Like kids of these days, they know how to use TikTok, you know, they know how to use Snapchat when they're still actually so young in primary school, you know, they are snapping. I wasn't snapping in primary school.
You didn't have a phone in primary school.
I didn't actually. I didn't even have a
Motorola.
When did we have a smartphone? When we got in high school, I think.
most
You know, so
and most kids would would start using smartphones like when you're ending your like high school.
See, yeah.
And now people use them in primary school. Anyways, we thank God.
God did.
We go way back.
Anyway,
yeah.
Christiane.
Yeah.
So let's talk about ibintu ushaka, like a message you want to give all these young artists out there, you know, who love your music and people also who love your music. Like, what would you tell them? Like, who want to be like you, because you have people who inspires you, but you also are inspiring people, you know.
I'm not sure about inspiring, guys.
If
inspiring. I inspire you,
come on,
please DM me.
It's too humble.
Tell me I inspire. I wanna give you a hug. Anyway, so people who wanna do art, who want to invest not only in music, in any type of art, honestly, work on yourselves. Be your best assets, you know. Like, work on the originality, work on the network, your own network, work on, you know, building concepts about your art that is just bigger, you know, big. You know, you see Stromae. Guys, do you see? I'm not sure if you see Stromae, but, you know, you watch his, honestly.
King. No,
you want to be able to give something big, like quality products, so that when you put it out there, it's just going to sell itself before you do anything, before you put it on social media.
Definitely.
You know, someone's just going to see about like, God, I saw this mad person. They're just mad. You know, it's out of this world. You know, they say there's nothing new under the sun, but we could be the new people. We could be the new generation.
Everything
I'm not
is
sure,
possible.
honestly. Everything. You know. Let's just think about how we can work on ourselves and be the best assets be our best assets.
I think that's the best gift that you can give to yourself, like just being yourself.
Because be your own, and bigger than your thoughts. Dream bigger. Do things that are out of line. Yes, be out of line. If people tell you it doesn't exist, yes, it doesn't exist until you can.
Period.
Sibyo, like be it. Wow. Okay, cool. So I love this song and I'm gonna sing it. Urukundo nirutoranya namubi cyane ndetse nawuciye bugufi cyane udakwiye urukundo kuko urukundo rugira neza rurihangana rurabarira rurihangana urukundo ni byose.
Oh my God. That was so
Thank
good.
You guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Manzi, for inviting me.
You just spoiled us, you know. And this is for the first time actually. Oh my God, that was amazing. That was so smooth.
Thank you.
Oh la la. Thank you.
You should invite me for a private concert.
You know, definitely.
Private concerts. Yes, guys, I'm available for your private concerts. Gala dinners. gala dinners mostly.
Good food.
Good money and good food. And yeah, big events. Bahala. If we meet, I am very friendly. I'm going to hug you. I am a hugger. Say hi.
Blessings. You said it all, Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, Christiane Bukuru, we can find you on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter. Like, where can we find you? Like,
you can find me on Instagram at Boukuru, B-O-U though, guys. B-O-U.
Yeah.
B-O-U-K-U-R-U. B-O-U-K. U-R-U. Boukuru en français. Like, yeah, on Twitter and Instagram and on Spotify and on wait, where else?
YouTube, your YouTube channel.
Yeah, I had forgotten that. Yeah, there. You can find me there.
Blessings.
Thank you so much.
Big shout out to you.
Big shout out to you, Vanzi.
Big up to yourself, and big up to our listeners. Big up to everybody, Big up to the Journey podcast. It's always a journey. We are here. We are artists. We are from Rwanda. We're in Kigali. It's a cool city. It's a clean city. It's
the prettiest.
It's a small city, which I like. Everybody knows everybody, So yeah, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Me.
Of course, you are a legend in the making, and I have to have you here,
So we won't say you weren't there. Yeah, true.
Thank you so much, my people. Make sure you subscribe our YouTube channel, The Journey Podcast. We need a lot of subscribers because we need a lot of views from you guys, and we need not only views, but also the support from you guys, for you guys to actually get to know the art scene in Rwanda, get to know the artists, get to know how we live, ups and downs and our experiences. We're all doing how we can to be ourselves and do what we do, So yeah, much love and respect for you taking your time to listen to our podcast, and much love and respect. And actually you can find our podcast, Spotify, Apple Podcast, Anchor. You can go to Google Podcast. So many big platforms of audio you can listen to our podcast, and also our YouTube channel, The Journey Podcast. You will find me and amazing artists that I've hosted along the way since 2020. We're here. Yeah, much and respect and much love, Big shout out to everybody.
Big shout out to the tech guy.
See you guys to the next episode. Big shout out to the guy behind the scene. I didn't forget my brother.
Never. Credits
are always big. Sometimes when we are here, I feel like we are in our own bubble house.
Yeah.
But we talk, I'm like, oh, you don't even remember what is actually happening behind the scene, But that guy, I don't think he likes to be on the camera.
Oh, he doesn't. Well, I do like his hair though.
Hervé, I told him, you are the black godfather in a Rwandan version. You need to discover that, go and watch that documentary.
By the way, guys, he's going to do a podcast then.
No, this guy is
eventually.
No, this guy is
he's
good.
Already. He's
amazing.
Already. You should host him then.
Right?
Thank you for accepting.
Anyways, my people, blessings. See you to another episode. Boom.
We're going to host you.